Hey, what's going on there, everybody? It is 9 p.m. Thursday night, Eastern Standard Time, and it's your favorite place to talk some bare knuckle shit. It's the Mike and Mish Show. What up, Mike?
Yo, what is going on? Here we are, live and in living color.
Yeah, we are live in living color. The greatest show, maybe the greatest sketch show ever.
What you
You
wanna
wanna
do
in living
in living
color.
color.
Who was your favorite?
Living color.
Okay. Who was your favorite in living color cast member not named Jim Carrey?
You know who I really liked? Damn, man, there are so many good ones though. Was it Kim Wayans?
Kim? You like the sister?
Was it Kim?
Yeah.
And she played that late.
Here it goes.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, but I ain't the one to gossip, so we hear from me.
You didn't hear from me. I love Damon Wayans on that shit, man. Homie the Clown, Handyman.
Yes, Homie yeah, he was great too.
Bum, dude, the bum.
Yes, when he was like, "Can you take the soda? I'll pay 10 cents and I'll just suck the bubbles out." Some shit.
God
damn, that's a lot of money when he did that.
This old box. Over here, I got cable TV, and he pops the fucking box thing out, and it looks right into somebody's apartment window.
Yeah, and he's got the jar of shit.
Travis Thompson says, "Handyman, what up, Trav Thompson in the house here, Ty Culver house. We got our Cali boys in there, Bowls, Beers, and Brawls. What up, everybody? Is Big Ben here?
Let's go, boy.
Of course, Big Ben's here. He was the first one here. Thank you guys for tuning in. And the BKFC 67 weigh-ins just wrapped up. We were watching it right before the show here. And there's a few things, dude. I can't wait. We got some guests lined up. We're going to see when they pop in here. They were literally just on the stage.
Like a minute ago.
So we're supposed to have Sawyer, Depee, Cameron VanCamp, Superfly, and Dylan, the villain Schulte coming on here.
Before we came on, we were looking at the schedule, and we're like, not sure if it was a good idea to have Depee come on first when he was the last person on the stage.
Well, you know what? When we made the schedule with their management, the weigh-ins were supposed to start like an hour earlier or like a half an hour earlier. So they were like, yeah, no, we'll get him on first and this and that, but whatever. You know what? Whatever, Mike.
You know where they are at? So everybody, they are at Tom's Watch Bar, okay? And that is the original Tom's Watch Bar as far as our story goes. Oh my God, there he is. He's fucking right from the stage, right in the green room.
Wow.
But the first time we ever went to a Tom's Watch Bar was in Denver at that Tom's Watch Bar, and we met Tom. The very first person we ever met at Tom's Watch Bar was Tom himself, Tom Ryan, the guy who owns it. And we went on to throw a couple after parties with Chris Camozzi and had a blast. Beck Rollins and a whole bunch of people.
Absolutely,
was there both times.
Chris Camozzi's always there. Camozzi is kind of like our co-hosting partner at those parties over there at Tom's Watch Bar. He's always there for having a good time.
Hero over there.
He really is. And Brandon Gertz is on the card tomorrow night. He's another local favorite over there, as well as Marcus Edwards. They're very popular in that area. And in Denver, they just love fucking fighting, dude. So
yes.
Let's shout our sponsors out.
Let's do Dynamic Life, and then we'll just roll the Rasha. How's that sound?
All right. Well, let me hear that beautiful yuck it up voice, Mike.
Hey, Dynamic Life, sexual health, weight loss, and anti-aging. Retake control of your life by reaching optimal health. Visit www.livedynamic.com. It's the only online platform where you can become a patient in under 20 seconds. Also, check out their Instagram page at Live Dynamic. That's LIV Dynamic on Instagram. Woo! There we go. That's the one.
There it is. That was beautiful. There it is. Get over to
One Take Mikey.
Give it over to at LIV Dynamic and listen to Mike's voice. And
that's right.
Listen to his words. Hey, listen up. Hey, before we bring Sawyer on, I do want to shout something out. Tomorrow night is the BKFC 67 event.
Yes.
My mom and dad are down in Florida. You know where they live? Cape Coral, Florida. Do you know what else is in Cape Coral, Florida?
I do.
Joe Ortiz's Tito's Cantina, which will be the home of a big watch party hosted by Tito Ortiz himself and 1% owner of this show, Big Ben Vanaski. So
that's
give a
correct.
round of applause. And if you are in the Florida area down there, get your fucking asses over there. Buy my dad a drink because it's his birthday the next day. He's turning 68 years old. So
Nice,
get
they're
your
going.
asses to Tito's Cantina, watch some fights, hang out with Big Ben, hang out with Tito Ortiz, and buy my dad a drink because it's his fucking birthday. Why not?
Do it.
Let's go.
Do
Mike,
it,
let's
do
go
it
ahead and
well.
bring in our first guest of the evening.
Yeah, when we come back, Sawyer, Depee.
The Rasha is a true scalar plasma energy technology with the most advanced base 12 frequency collection that protects, enhances, and harmonizes the autonomic nervous system. This can help a soldier, athlete, or animal improve their training, endurance, recovery time, and overall performance while achieving the ultimate victory-winning mindset called consciousness coherence. Once in this state of consciousness coherence, a soldier or an athlete is able to advance his target focus to a level where it is completely in the now present moment with relaxation and stress release. The Rasha is where science meets consciousness.
Where it's 98% white, and that 2% is split between Hispanic, Black, and Native.
Hey. We can hear your radio. You have a radio on?
Yeah. No, I'm in a car with a whole bunch of people.
Oh, Jesus.
We hear percentages of Hispanics and Blacks and something else. And
what is going on? Hey, Sawyer Depee, and the DP stands for DP, everyone. So get your minds out the motherfucking gutter. What up, Sawyer? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this fight.
Oh my God, you got a fucking mayhem in the background. You got the storm management crew with you over there?
Oh shit, I got a whole bunch. There's 6 of them back behind me, so a few of them.
Nice.
Well, hey, thanks for giving us some time. You just got off the damn stage. You just looked into the eyes of your opponent. Let's just get right into that. You're 5-2 in the BKFC. Your 2 losses are only against Yuli Diaz and fucking Quentin Henry, so that's nothing to sneeze at. You have a very impressive resume, but you're stepping in there with a guy with probably 50 pro fights. I don't know the exact number that Chris Camozzi
like 57
has.
or something.
57, 20 something, 25 in the UFC. He's fought a lot of the best guys out there. This is probably the most experienced you've ever stepped in there with in your pro career. What are your thoughts 24 hours out from walking in?
I'm fucking excited. He can't bring all his accolades with him, so I'll just fight the guy that's coming tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes.
How's the reception over there? Is it tough being in enemy territory, so to say, with all of his fans? Because we were just talking about it. We go there. He's always the staple there. He's kind of like the hometown hero, you know? Do you feel that?
Shit, no. Everybody's been pretty good to me. Last time I got booed quite a bit, but this time I haven't been booed yet or anything like that, so... They're pretty welcoming this time.
Denver's just too damn cool. I think that's what it is. I love friggin' Denver. You ever hear the story about us getting raided by 17 SWAT team members? You got to be careful out there. Just don't get too rowdy after the fights because you never know what'll go down in Denver.
No, I've never heard that story before. What did you guys do?
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything. What happened was they were looking for somebody with a gun, and Kyle and DJ Tony and Scott Farley, a bunch of other people were up in the parking lot making a lot of noise, and the cops thought it was them. So they ran up, and they were like geared up fully with rifles, and there was literally like 16, 17 cops with vests on and rifles. And they went up there and threw them against the wall and took them out, took Tony out of the car. It was crazy. It was nuts. It was the most insane thing, and it was at like 3 a.m. after a Tom's Watch Bar party.
No, fuck that. I wouldn't want that to happen.
No, it was nuts. And then we missed our flight on the way home and stayed an extra day. So that was okay. It sucked to begin with.
After I fight, I'm gonna go home go back to my hotel room with my kid, and I won't have any of those problems.
That's right. That is a good plan. Good plan. Good man.
That is good shit. So, you got your family out there with you? You got your daughter out there?
Yeah, my daughter's out here. I got a couple of aunts. My parents are out here. Some friends. I got a couple other people coming down that should be flying in like right now. So I got a few people, 25 to 30 people.
Wow, so you'll have a good little crew out there with you too. And even though it's his home turf, it'll feel nice to have a large group like that with you. That's awesome, dude. Good for you.
It's pretty nice. It makes things a little bit easier.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Now you're going in there with an opportunity to be a world champion, Sawyer. That's gotta be something. Like a couple of years ago when you weren't fighting and you were just fucking living your life and working and being a dad and shit. Flash forward to now, can you even believe where you're at 24 hours out from an opportunity for a world title?
No, it's kind of hard to believe coming from a town of 4,000 people, but I got the right opportunities and put myself in some pretty good positions. So, I mean, it's sorry, somebody's trying to call me. It's hard to think about, and like it's a lot of pressure. So still been just telling myself it's just another fist fight, and trying to keep it the same as every other fight because realistically it's the same. It's got a little bigger prize at the end of it, but it's been pretty easy going for this one.
How would you say training camp went? Are you feeling like better than ever going into this one?
I am. I didn't have to cut any weight. I came in. I was underweight. Training camp went great. We put in 10 weeks for this one or something like that. And we got some hints towards a fight coming up, so we were already kind of started. And then eight harder weeks, so we had a good time.
Dude, that's outstanding. 10-week fight camp. That's fucking pretty good, especially in bare knuckle. Like, you know how often you get short notice fights, and you know better than anyone, like how often the short notice fights come along, right? You know? So it must have felt pretty good.
I don't want those ones anymore.
Well, you know what? You become a world champion. Yeah, you become a world champion tomorrow, and there's no more short notice fights on the horizon for you.
But we'll see about it. I'll give it the good old college try for tomorrow night.
Oh,
is it weird having that much time in camp? Like you're like, hey, you've had these short fight camps. Now you've got all this time to plan. Is it a distraction to have that much extra time? Would you prefer it be like 6 weeks instead of 10? That's a long time.
I like the 10-week. It gives you a little more time for emotion. So it was kind of a roller coaster at the beginning, and I mean, sometimes it feels like it's never gonna be here, and you're like, oh, yeah. Fuck. Then you start dragging your feet, but realistically, I like the 10-week, 8-week camps more than 6 weeks. I feel like I get a little more prep. About 7 weeks along to 9 weeks along is where I peak. I get pretty good. That's where I'm the leanest. That's where I feel the best. I feel pretty healthy and everything else. So, yeah, 6 weeks is a little short. I guess for 205, it's not horrible because I wouldn't have to cut weight at least.
Are you a film guy? Do you watch a lot of film?
At the beginning, I do, but really, everybody's training. Like Mosey's training for me, so everything's gonna change a little bit. He's got a history, so all the previous fights. So a lot of his stuff is gonna be the same. Like he's gonna have a lot of the same triggers, a lot of the same shit, but this shit's gonna change. So watching film on him training for somebody else or him fighting somebody else, it's gonna be hard to judge. I mean, I think personally, sometimes I like just going in there and throwing it together.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's weird because he has 57 pro fights under his belt, and he has buku fucking footage that you can watch to look for tendencies, to look for little nuances in his game. But you have 7 bare knuckle fights, so like he only has had 3. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like he doesn't have a lot of bare knuckle footage that you can watch, so you can't really tell if he's carried any tendencies over, or maybe you can from MMA to bare knuckle. But pretty much all he's going to watch on you is your 7 BKFC fights. You know what I mean? So like studying's a little different for the two of you guys.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Nobody gets to watch a whole lot of film on me. Everybody's seen the right hook. They know it's coming. But it's just like wrestling. If you got a good single leg or a good double leg, nobody can stop it. It's going to hit at some point. It's been nice in the fact that nobody's had a whole lot of film go off of me.
Yeah. How does it end tomorrow night? We don't want to keep you too much. We know you just got off the ceremonial weigh-ins. You're heading back to the hotel. You're going to go see your daughter, probably go get some food, hang out, get some rest. So we'll end on this. Like, how does the fight, when you visualize it in your head, how does it end tomorrow night? And what are we looking for?
When I visualize it for myself, it's just like every other fight. First round, I find a chin and it goes. But realistically, he's tougher than the last few opponents, like since Quentin, I guess, tougher than them. So I think it's going to be a longer night. But I still see it going my way at the end of the day.
Yeah, he went 5 rounds with Lorenzo. I mean, anybody that can go 5 rounds with Lorenzo is a tough son of a bitch. So you got a tough task on your hands tomorrow night. Maybe you find that chin, maybe you don't, but all I could say is best of luck to you, my friend. We met down in Orlando. We had some food together. We talked a little bit, and I'm proud to see that you're getting a shot at a world title.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Before we wrap up with you, do you want to shout any people out? Say anything to any of your fans?
Well, you can't see it, but I'm wearing the shirts for Montana Party Bus and Aspen Sound. Those are a couple of my sponsors, my family, everybody down here in Denver, Storm Athlete Management, everybody that's helped me get here, Jason Zencraft. Those are the people that have helped me this entire time. So those people deserve a call out.
Beautiful. Awesome. Who's in the van with you?
Who else in the van with you?
What's up, everybody?
Wish we were out there.
Yell your name.
I wish we were out there. I wish we were out there for sure.
Pat Casey. There's a few of them.
Bunch of people back there. Tell them we said what's up. Thank you for coming on this show, Sawyer. Get some good rest tonight, and we can't wait to see your fight tomorrow, man. Take care, and hey, drive safe over there. All right.
We'll talk to you guys.
All right. When we come back, Cameron VanCamp.
Later, sir.
Things are really heating up for us because of men and women like this that we have on the stage right now that are going to give it all to you on Saturday night. So, you know, we're just
going to get fun and nasty, dirty.
Put them fucking face down, ass up.
I'm coming hard.
Keep coming. He never stopped coming. I just kept on coming, baby. I'm coming all in your face.
It's all going to go everywhere.
Hello, Cameron VanCamp. What is up?
What's up, guys?
So that was a clip from BKFC 41 that was in Denver, and for whatever reason that weekend, everybody just had some sexual innuendos coming out, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it's funny, bro.
It's just the vibe in that area, man. I see you're down in McGregor Square. Is that where you're at right now?
Yeah, I'm down here right now. We just got done with the weigh-ins. Just over there, we're waiting on our ride. So
nice.
Let me tell you something. That area right there, McGregor Square, that Tom's Watch Bar is fucking awesome. That whole area
yeah.
There's a lot of good shit to do in that area. I know that you got a fight to go to tomorrow night, but after your win, you go back down. You go back down to that area. You have a good time.
Yeah.
No, it was cool down here. Denver's dope.
It is. It's really nice.
Cameron, you're back in there. We just watched the weigh-ins. As you just said, you just got off the stage basically 10, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're back in there, man. Coming off a win, and you're stepping in there with a MMA veteran who is a gritty little powerhouse out of Denver. Brandon Gertz. The one thing that we all know, you're tall and he's short, right? We all knew that.
That's the thing, yeah.
When you guys got on stage tonight and we're standing face to face, everyone got a real good look at what the actual size discrepancy is here. It's pretty fucking crazy. He's about up to the bottom of your beard.
Yeah, I'm a lot taller for sure. He's a little thicker, but that don't help in boxing. So
yeah. So what is your approach when it comes to a little bulldog like that? You gotta keep him on the outside, or you just gotta catch him on the way in?
Yeah, I just got to outbox him. I got to make dead space in there. When he steps in, I got to crack him. If he gets in and makes it his fight, that's not what I want to do. I just got to outbox him, counter punch him, and hit him with long punches all night. It's easy.
A question from the audience here: does size matter? Does it matter?
About how you use it.
Yeah, it's not about the dog in the fight. It's the fight in the dog.
Exactly.
Oh man. So how did the training camp go? When did you find out that you were getting Brandon Gertz?
Oh shit, man. Maybe like close to 2 months ago. But I've been through a couple different opponents, passing up the opportunities. So I've been in camp for, probably half a year at this point. And yeah, everything went great. Everything went smooth with this. The weight cut was easy. And yeah, I'm just ready to showcase everything tomorrow night.
Damn, you had a long time between camps. Obviously, that wasn't planned out for you to have that long of a fight camp. But we were just talking to Sawyer Depee, and he's like, yeah, at a 10-week fight camp, which used to be unheard of in the sport of bare knuckle. It used to be like a couple of people maybe got a few weeks, and everybody else got like a week. You would never hear about the fights till like right before they happen. Yeah. So, hey, you got some extra time, but
yeah, I think with me and him, it's a lot of people didn't want to fight either one of us. So, we got extra time to know just because we're the only two that were down.
That's crazy. It's crazy that people turn down. So many people turn down fights. Like we have people on this show every single week, and almost every single person's like, "Oh yeah, this." They won't say the names. Sometimes they do, but they'll say like, "This person turned down the fight," and this person. It's kind of wild to me. Like, what do you think about people turning down fights? What do you think should happen to people who turn down fights? Do you think there should be like a suspension or something, like, or they just don't go back to them?
Most definitely. I think unless you're hurt or something, I don't think you should be allowed to turn down a fight. Like, this is bare knuckle. We're supposed to be like the toughest dudes, and you're telling me you're scared to fight somebody, you don't belong on the roster.
It's weird because can you imagine like watching the NFL and they put the schedule out and it's like, oh, the Patriots are going to play the Buffalo Bills at 1:00, and then they go, nah, you know what? We don't want to play the Pats. They're doing good this year.
Yeah, I'm not playing those guys. Yeah, it's lame. It's fucking lame. We're fighters. Like, be tough.
Tom Brady retires in a couple of years. We'll play them after that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what? Chael Sonnen himself, the man himself, Chael once said, whatever happened to the days that you sign a multi-fight contract and then it doesn't matter what name they gave you, you just fucking fought. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, I don't know when these turning down fights started, but it's like ruining everything for everybody.
It ruins everything. And now you got like really low-level guys that think they just got to pad their records so they can enter into the big promotions with a undefeated record. Like, my entire career, I've never turned down a fight. MMA, bare knuckle, nothing. And I think that's stupid. People that turn down fights don't belong.
The only time I can get on board with people turning down fights is if you have like an entry-level fighter, hey, 1-2 pro fights, and then they're like, hey, you want to fight the number 2 guy or something, and it's like a gigantic leap in. But ultimately, in the end, right, what are they going for? The belt, right? You want to be number 1. So eventually you're going to have to fight that guy. So people like that have been in and they're turning down fights that have like plenty of fights. It's kind of ridiculous. And it happens way too often.
There's no room for that. There's no room for that.
Don't like it. Don't like it one bit.
Cameron, what happens with you if you come home with a win over Brandon Gertz tomorrow? A big name like him. You come from a long MMA background, come from the UFC, and he's a Bellator guy. This is a good win on your record. If you come out victorious tomorrow, where do you go from there? The 165-pound division is pretty fucking stellar right now in the BKFC. Is this fight at 165 or 155? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is 65. I'm 65. Done with 55.
Okay, so you're done with 55. 165, you got Trout, you got Lindsay, you got Trinidad Snake, you got Elvin Brito, you got Connor Tierney. Do you see yourself catapulting right into like those bigger name guys in the BKFC with a win over Brandon Gertz?
Yeah, shit. I mean, I think there's a reason that people didn't want to fight this guy. I'm not married to the idea of 65. I fight 75 too. My last fight was 75. Hey, give me just a second. I'm hopping in this car real quick. Shit. Yeah, but anyway, I'm not married to the idea of fighting 65 or 75. I'll fight anybody that they put up there. So whether that's 65 or 75, I'm there.
So is 75 almost like, what is your walk around weight? You probably don't put on all that much weight, right?
I walk at like 190.
You do walk around 190. Okay.
Yeah.
So 175 probably sounds pretty fucking good to you then.
That was my last fight. I mean, either weight's easy for me to make. I kind of like the idea of 75 because they're a little bit slower up there, and I like being able to put on size in the off time. But yeah, literally, I'll fight either weight class. It doesn't matter to me.
I love it, man. This fight with Brandon tomorrow, are you expecting a dirty, nasty war, or do you expect to just go in there and outbox him?
I mean, shit, if he does what he wants to do, it's gonna be a dirty war. But if I make it my fight, I'm just gonna outclass him, outbox him the whole fight. If he steps in and gets reckless, I'll knock him out. Otherwise, he's gonna get cut up the whole fight.
When you prepare for a guy like him, do you recognize that he, like, I don't know if he cuts easy, but he seems like he cuts easy. You remember his Bellator days. You remember the big nasty cut against Brett Primus. I think it was Primus that gashed his forehead. And then his first fight in the BKFC against Jake Lindsay, Jake fucking popped his eyebrow right above his eye. I think it was like right above the eyebrow, maybe. Mike, you could correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
but
it was on the eye. Yeah.
Dude, he opened him up right down to the fucking bone. It was like really crazy. He was mad about the stoppage back when it happened, but like
he's
we
mad
were
about
backstage.
everything. That dude's mad about everything. But yeah, the his skin, you can just see it. He's got scars all over. It's not a great sport for him. And on top of it, he doesn't move his head. He just tries to fucking come at you, use his fucking size and his little fucking steroid body, get in there and throw bombs. And I get that, and it makes sense. But like, if I just stay clean and outbox him, he's gonna be bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, actually,
go ahead,
I do
Mike.
remember this. After the fight, his corner was very upset with Dr. Don Musi.
He was very upset. He looked all mad.
Yeah, they were yelling.
Yeah.
They were yelling at Dr. Don Musi in the back. I have a video of it, and he was like the people kept between him, like, whoa, Doctor needs to go back to the ring, and they were pretty mad. You know, the thing is that like you know how it is. Like, you're a fighter, you're passionate, you don't want it to stop on that. I know he could have kept fighting. He knows he could have kept fighting. However, was it safe for him to keep fighting? And you know, Musi came up to us afterwards and showed us he was, because he was a little upset because he was flustered because the corner kind of did come at him, and it was like a little bit of a confrontation for him. Yeah. So afterwards, he came up to us with the phone. He was like, listen, I didn't do anything wrong. I did what I believe was the right thing. And I'm going to show you this picture. And he showed us, and he zoomed in on the cut, and you could see like the nerves. And it was pretty bad.
He was worried about he was worried about permanent nerve damage in the dude's face. And he's like, I couldn't in good conscience let that fucking go on.
Yeah, you can't be mad. You got your head split open. Like, move your head next time, you know?
Yeah. So okay, with that, we'll just roll right into that. How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you think it ends with you stop him, a doctor stoppage? How do you think this thing ends? Or are you guys going the distance? What's up?
I don't think it goes the distance. I'm gonna stop him whether it's a cut or a knockout. It doesn't matter, but it's not going the distance. No way.
Woo, not going the distance. Okay.
I got to tell you, man, Denver is one of my favorite cities to go see fights live in. And it fucking kills me that we're not going to be out there. But this dickhead above me right here is he's got to go do Army stuff tomorrow. He's got to go shoot. He's got to go fucking do Army. He's got to go pew-pew at the fucking range tomorrow. And my
with the range.
And my wife, who is also in the Army, has Army shit.
She's in my, and she's also in my unit. So
yeah, so I am staying home with the boys all weekend. So I'll be watching you tomorrow night, hanging out with the boys, and having a good time. I wish we could be out there. Shout out to you and Kevin and all those storm management psychos over there.
Yeah, shout out Storm Management.
They're
Gives
doing
me a good idea. Guess what? I'm going to be in the barracks tomorrow night. What a perfect place to introduce a bunch of new soldiers to BKFC. I love to do it. I do it all the time. Anytime I go to a school, anytime I'm staying in a barracks somewhere in this BKFC, I put it on the TV in the day room, and everybody goes in there and they love it. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And you know what? The great thing is about the Army is the day room. It's the one TV in the entire building that everyone gets to watch. And then Mike goes in there and he fucking bogarts the TV. He puts the shit on it. And whether they want to watch it or not, they don't know it yet, but they're going to fall in love with this shit, whether they fucking want to or not. And by the end of the night, you got 60 more fans.
Just make sure when they buy the app, they click my link.
Yeah, there you go. I love it, man. Hey,
I'll make them all buy it after the fight.
That's what I'm saying.
we were happy to get you on here. Thanks for coming on so soon after the weigh-ins. We were kind of like weird. We were talking to your management and we're like, really, like that soon after the weigh-ins, you guys, they're going to want to come on here or whatever. But thank you so much for coming on, giving us some of your time. Do you want a minute to shout some people out, say anything before we let you go?
Yeah, no, just shout out Storm Management. That's it. Shout out my brothers.
There you go. Oh, we got him in the car. There you go. Hey, howdy, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Mike, do you got anything else for Cameron?
Yes, thank you so much, man. I know you're just on stage. Boom, you pop off. You're on the screen. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We all do. The fans are happy you're here. Tomorrow night, cannot wait for it. We'll be showing it in the day room in the barracks. I promise you that. It's going to be on. So, hey, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night live and in living color.
Right on. I appreciate you guys.
All right. Take care. And everybody, when we come back, we will be joined by Superfly.
Jeff Houston. Wow. Mike's got a question for you.
Oh, shit. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm here with Jeff Houston, best announcer in the world. We're going to ask you a couple of questions. Okay. Wow. Name the top 3 cartoon theme songs. Go. Captain Caveman! All right. I got one. All right. Let's go ahead and let's think about this, because the thing about it is that when you're talking about cartoon shows, you're thinking about so many different generations and everything like that. We're ready to party. We're ready to party. We're ready. I hope you bring lots of spaghetti. Garfield and Friends. I'm sorry. All right. All right. Here we go. Heathcliff, Heathcliff, no one should terrify the neighborhood, but Heathcliff just ain't get no one playing pranks on everyone.
Man, fantastic, Jeff.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Ready? Now, I'm going to put somebody on the spot. What movie is this from? Say something.
From the Mr. Mac Show. Tell him Lodge Mod sent you. Oh my God! Don't even give me that shit about that. Don't even get me started on that.
What is it?
Oh my God! Is it? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my close up for this one. Everything. It's not for sale, Francis. Come on, Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Don't even.
Jeff Houston's a goddamn legend.
Is there a basement in the Alamo? There's no basement in the Alamo.
Hey, this is Andrew Glenn. A shout out to Mike and Mish, BKFC, #1.
Yo, 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 what is up?
What up, Mike, Mish?
What's happening, man?
Hey, you ever seen that guy, Jeff Houston, let loose?
Oh, man, he cuts up, don't he?
Yes, he does. I was trying to remember what was on his shirt, because there's a bunch of pictures. I was trying to figure out what the hell was on his shirt.
Dude is a fucking crazy man.
I think he just wear anything. I don't think he got a specific style. He just wears whatever.
You want to know what? I'm trying to remember, and I usually remember that event was the event. I think that Shady Grady headbutted Ryan.
Yes,
Reaver,
it was.
right?
Caribe Royale.
Oh yeah.
What was the event?
You fought on that.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
You fought J.R. Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
That was the event, because we had gone out for dinner and we had pictures, and we're at, is it like Miller's Ale House or something? We're all sitting there, and Jay Jackson was with us, and Q and Kevin. I remember that. That's right.
Yeah. Now I think about it, that did look like the resort we were at right there.
That Caribe Royale. Yeah, that place is nice. I didn't even know that existed till that event, and I was like, dude, this fucking place is awesome.
Oh man, the ladies that work there's.
Yeah.
Hey, we weren't looking. We weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gentlemen. We are gentlemen.
I look at the ground. I am a civilized gentleman, and I do not partake in extracurriculars.
Dude, listen, man. Chancey, thank you for coming on, man. You just got done the freaking weigh-ins. We've been the whole show is with fighters that were on stage and now in cars. That's what this show is called tonight. Fighters that were on stage and are now in cars with the Mike and Mish show. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, dude. You got another tough fucking boxer on your hands, dude. You just keep taking them all. Like, you fight them all. And you go to fucking war every single time you go out there. What do you got to say about this kid, Andrew Strode?
He looks like a tough kid. I mean, worked with the Mayweathers. I think he even made the Olympic team. Mm-hmm. Seems like he's a good boxer, but I mean, he lost his last 3 boxing matches. So, I mean, he's lacking somewhere. So I'm going to find that tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. So we know this. I mean,
there is a story.
There is a story. There is a story.
I don't know if you know or not. It's kind of
Do you
sad,
know the story? Do you know what happened with him?
It's pretty sad.
It's a very
about his family.
Yeah. So right before he went on that 3-fight skid, that tragedy happened, and like he lost his son and his girl. And he came on our show and he said he wasn't trying to make excuses or anything, but he probably should have took some time off from fighting, and he didn't, and he just fucking kept getting knocked.
He was trying to be that modest where he was saying he didn't want to make excuses about his family.
Right, that's what he said.
You know what I mean? I was like, you don't need to make excuses, man. We understand that shit.
We get it, bro. Anyways, but yes, tough kid. But you're Chancey Superfly Wilson, man. You're a fucking almost all-time fucking top 5er in the BKFC. Right now, you're sitting at number 4. You're at 1, 2, 3. You're 2, 3, 4, or 5 at any given time in the BKFC.
Pretty much always here.
He's getting you in his second fight. Is that is it surprising to you, or are or do you know his resume outside of the BKFC so you can accept that you're going to fight a 1-0 guy?
Yeah, I mean his resume outside the BKFC. I mean, he definitely got some accolades on there. I mean, he fought in front of Dana White for the Zuffa. I mean, I've seen a little bit of all this stuff, so it's a good prospect. I mean, a prospect like that, you want to bring him in and put him there with a dog and see what they can do.
So what the hell you been up to, dude? You the last time you fought was Dagoberto Aguero. Since then, he fought for the fucking title, went 5 rounds with John Dodson and damn near beat him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a trend. They beat me, they get a title shot.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to? So you've been out of action since last November. It's what is that? Freaking 11 months. You got 11 months off right now. What have you been doing?
I think we have. I think you froze a little bit, buddy. You are froze. Oh, you're coming back. You're coming back. You're hitting those fucking. You in the city in Denver. Fucking spotty over there. Here you are. You're back. You're back.
Yeah, I got.
The
Wi-Fi tried to connect.
Yeah, he's trying to get on the Wi-Fi there. That's
now it's better than before.
You're better. You're better now, Chancey, and we can see you.
All right, let me get in here so I can hear you.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah, I just been working, man.
This would be hotel Wi-Fi that would get worse when you get closer or inside the hotel. It's better outside. How's the Wi-Fi better outside the hotel? What is this? Hey, you're back. You're back.
Stay still.
The Wi-Fi was perfect at the door.
Unbelievable.
Look at Chancey's there. He's got his hat on indoors.
We got Dylan Schulte waiting to get on here.
Just waiting patiently, smiling, clear, just super. Look at it. Look at his connection. It's so clear. I don't understand it though. He got there. The Wi-Fi connected. It was perfect when he was getting out of the car. Then he gets inside. Now he's in the elevator and it's better. Are you there? This is like moments in his life. It's like we're just following around his life.
Dude, when I asked him the question, when I asked him what he's been up to, and it froze with him looking out the window, I thought he was just pondering. I thought he was thinking.
You
I
just
was
sit
like,
there, wait. You
I'm
sit
like,
there and just wait for
I'm
him
like,
to
this
answer.
fucking guy is in deep thought right now. What is he
Yeah.
doing looking out the window? But it turns
Yeah,
out,
that's
no.
what he's doing.
Look at this, Mike.
Superfly, you there? Okay. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to remove him. It's just what's gonna have to happen. I apologize, everybody, but it's just the way the world works. And once we so he's gonna be. Is he back now? He's. It looks like he's back in action here. You back?
There we go. There we
There
go.
we
Yeah, I'm
go.
back.
The joys of live television.
All right, so Chancey, let's recap. So I asked you. I said, "Hey, Chancey, you've been out since November. That's 11 months. It's been a long fucking time." And then you froze like this.
And we sat there and we waited for 15 minutes for you to answer.
And we
just like
thought
you were
in deep thought, like really wondering what the fuck have I been up to for the last 11 months? I can't remember. And then we realized you were frozen. You unfroze. You had perfect Wi-Fi outside the fucking hotel, and then it sucked all the way up until now. So, anyways, the story was, what have you been up to, dude?
Yeah, I've just been working, because like I was saying, I still work in aviation, so that's 8 hours a day. Then
that's right.
Occasionally I do some part-time landscaping, and then I get my hour in the gym. So just really been working my ass off and just waiting to get cleared for this fight. I think in the Dagoberto fight, maybe before the Dagoberto fight, I cracked my orbital, and when they looked at it, they said it was already healing, and I was already sparring and training anyway, but I still had to get that okay from my doctor. So that's what took so long.
Damn.
So otherwise, I would have fought Strode back in July, but that fight got dropped because of the CT scan didn't come up too hot. So, but we here now.
Do you remember when Johnny Bedford pulled out of a fight because of something that happened in his training camp, and it turned out that he had a fracture. He had a fracture that they didn't notice prior to in his orbital, and then he got hit with a jab in training, and his eye blew up.
Oh damn!
And they're like, and the dude, he said that the dude hit him with the jab, and then immediately pointed at him. Like his eye immediately blew up and swelled. He went to the hospital. Turned out that he had a broken orbital the whole fucking time. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a brutal thing to have, man. I'm glad you're healed up. I hope you're putting more than an hour in the gym.
Yeah, I'm putting in time, but I mean, I get after work and all that, I get my time in the gym afternoons.
Chancey, Kyle's worried about you. He wants you to get more than an hour in the gym.
No, Mike, I don't know if you heard him a minute ago. He said, I've been working and I get my hour in the gym.
I did hear him. I did.
I did hear him. I did say that.
He did say.
Refresh my memory. What do you do in aviation? You're an avionics guy, structural guy?
I'm a sheet metal guy.
Sheet metal guy. Look at that.
Yeah.
You need a job? You want to come work with me? We're looking for
Mike
people.
is the sheet metal supervisor at our aviation facility.
I am. I just got that in June. That's funny. I was the avionics guy. Now I'm the sheet metal supervisor. Maybe Chancey is going to join the National Guard and come work with us on Blackhawks and Chinooks. What do you think? No? What do you work for? Airbus?
Boeing.
Boeing. Yeah. You're not responsible for all the things falling apart, right? We don't know about that.
No. I just built the fuselage. I don't get into it, all the other stuff.
Sheet metal work is no joke, man. That's some skilled shit right there.
Yeah,
I watched you guys do some amazing things.
That's work in itself, shooting rivets all day,
Yeah, shooting rivets and making custom shit. It's really wild what they can do.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. Well, I mean, maybe I'm just ignorant to this shit. I wouldn't even know how you get into the aviation world outside of being in the military. It's it just blows my mind when every time I hear somebody like you say that you do the same shit that we do in the military. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, that's the main job to have in Wichita, where I'm from. Is the air capital of the world. So I mean, they got like 6 major aircraft companies within in the city. So if you're not working aircraft, you're not really making no money unless you got a degree in something, you know?
Yeah. It's a good job to have. I love it. I love working in aviation. It's been pretty fun for me. So, and there's a lot of work, always work. People are not stopping flying. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Chancey, a win over Andrew Strode. You are that guy that just fights everybody. You're 3-3 right now, but your 3-3 record, it may be a 500 record, but you sit at number 4 because all you do is fight fucking killers, dude. You fight killers. You beat Tyler Randall a couple fights ago, and Tyler Randall's ranked above you. I don't know how this stuff works, but
I don't know how it works either because Ridge lost to Tyler and I beat Tyler, but Ridge ranked above me too, I think.
Ridge is above Tyler Randall. Like, I don't understand how Ridge is ranked higher than him when he just lost to him. But either way, what my point is here, you're number 4, right? The 125-pound division, let's be honest, there's like 5 of you guys that are legit threats to a title, right? You being one of them, JR, Dagoberto. There's a few of you guys out there. What do you think a win over Andrew Strode? It puts you at 4-3, possibly bump you up a little bit if the rankings committee fucking wakes up a little bit. Where do you go from there?
I just want fun fights, man. I wouldn't mind the belt or getting a shot at the belt. They never really not trying to give me that Dotson fight. I don't know. Maybe they think they know I'll beat them, but you know, I'm trying to get just fun fights. I want to fight that Tatsuki dude, the guy from Japan. I think that's just a fun fight. Yeah, he looks dangerous. He's tall. He's long. Kind of like Strode, you know. If I get through Strode, I think it sets me up for a good fight against him. Or I would love to fight Dago again, you know. Ridge.
You know what?
Ridge owed me my rematch, you know.
We got people in the comments that are actually Anthony Camacho was saying that G Perez, the cut man, he's 125. He would be a cool fight. And UFC veteran Nate Manis, who's coming over, he signed a multi-fight deal. And I do hear that they have a fight in the works for him, but that would be a cool fight for you. Maybe he gets his first fight, he gets a win, you get this win, and then you can fight a UFC veteran next. That would be a cool fight too. So
yeah, if he wants to make 125, the UFC guys, they don't want to cut weight no more when they get out of the UFC. They get
unless they're John Dodson.
Yeah, unless they a real one like that, you know.
I love it, man. Hey, we appreciate you coming on here tonight. I know that the night has been kind of a freaking rush for you, you know, straight to the from the hotel to Tom's Watch Bar, on stage, off stage, in a car, talking to Mike and Mish, back at the hotel room, trying to figure out your fucking Wi-Fi. We appreciate you, Chancey. We always have a good time talking with you, but we want to give you a minute here. Go ahead and say a few things to anybody that's going to be watching tomorrow night when you fight Andrew Strode at BKFC 67. Any shout outs you want to do, anything you want to say, now's your time.
I want to shout out my management, Storm Management. Let me shout out my gym, Valor Martial Arts in Wichita, Kansas. Got one of the best jiu-jitsu programs, I think, in the Midwest. And then let me shout out my new sponsor, Front Side CBD. Yeah, that's basically it, man. Come watch me fight. I think I'm one of the best fights on the card, me and Strode. I mean, we're going to put on the show. It's going to get bloody. It's going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to it. Denver got one of the best crowds in all of fight sport. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be fun.
That is the truth.
Is this the first one, Mike? Correct me. Is this the first one in the Denver Coliseum out there in Denver?
I think so. I don't. So the last time we went there,
it was still at the last place, right?
50. It was Kamosi Hunt, and it was like the last time, like that place was going to close down. Yeah, First Bank Arena was closing down, so we knew when the next time BKFC went there, it wouldn't be open anymore. So it'd be somewhere else. So,
and you guys are kicking off the main card tomorrow night too.
Yeah,
they knew. I think they knew what they were doing when they were building this card. They want to put excitement right off the rip when it goes from prelims to main card. Yeah. So hey, best of luck to you, man. Go out and fucking perform in front of that Denver crowd. I know he's gonna have a hometown crowd with him out there, but Wichita ain't that far from there. So I'm sure
it's kind of my crowd too, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm gonna say you got some people out there. Have a good time out there, and best of luck. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time tonight, man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mish.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Mike,
coming
you got anything
on.
else for him?
Yes, thank you so much for coming on. We will be watching tomorrow night, and I told VanCamp just before you that we're gonna play this shit in the barracks. So I'm gonna have a bunch of soldiers watching this tomorrow night.
Hell
so.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
We
will be watching.
That'd be legit.
Hell yeah.
You know.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your night, and we will be watching tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. When we come back, Dylan Schulte.
I'm not surprised. I figured I'm like. Mike Perry. 100% for VA. That's what.
I get to spend my next month making coffee.
You don't have to pay for it. You probably imagine they teach you about it.
Red Bull instead of water, and then they're halfway to work.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Musty.
Cat shit coffee.
What do you think?
From not being a coffee drinker, it's pretty good for cat shit coffee.
Pretty decent.
Tastes like calico. It's not bad.
There's a hint of Sphinx in there.
There's a hint of sphincter in there. What do you think?
Awesome, man.
Good?
Yes,
you
sir.
tried it too?
Yes, good. Thank you.
He's come for the coffee. He's come for the coffee.
What's up, man? That cashew coffee, dude.
What do you think?
You got a little funk.
Got a little funk in it?
A little funk in it, but it tastes pretty good.
A little musty.
Yeah, a little musty espresso.
Right. And they're in big fights. They're in like title fights.
It's Jomi the Archangel Escobosa here watching the Mike and Mish show, drinking cashew coffee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have you ever had Kopi Luwak coffee before?
I have not, no. But after that video, I might have to get some, man.
Have you heard of it before?
I haven't.
Oh man. So
okay, explain it, Mike. Explain it.
Okay, so there's Kopi Luwak coffee. We kept calling it cat shit coffee because technically they take these I forget what they're called. They're basically like cats, right? And they eat.
They're these wild cats, right? They're like fucking. They're like muskrats, kind of.
And what they do is they eat the fruit, right? With the they're like the cherries that have the coffee bean in it, and then they shit them out, and people collect it, and then they take it, they collect it, and then they fucking clean it off and all that. But they're called Asian palm civets, so they're civet cats. And they eat them, and the combination of like the acids and enzymes and the fermentation in their stomach, I guess, mixes with the coffee, and then they clean it off and grind it and everything. It's the most expensive coffee in the world.
That's crazy.
Yes, I know. At first we heard about it, we were like, "That sounds nasty," but I kind of want to try it because I love coffee, and so I bought some off the internet. I don't know how good there's so many crazy reviews, but we told these guys, we were like, "Hey, we're going to fucking buy this shit and bring it down to Florida." We told them on the show, so we had to follow through. We went and bought a coffee maker the day after the fights, and we were all in the lobby drinking cat shit coffee. It was actually pretty good. It was good.
That's funny.
We actually bought a coffee maker, coffee filters, and Mike bought the coffee. We went in the lobby, plugged it into an outlet, brewed a pot of it, and then left the coffee pot there and just fucking bounced.
Fuck yeah. I did something like that in Las Vegas when I was cutting weight. I went and bought a microwave because they didn't have microwaves in the room, and when it was time to leave, it's like, I guess this room just gets a microwave now.
There you go.
That's right.
You're contributing to the next guy that goes out there.
You gotta do it.
Hey, welcome to the show, Dylan. It's been a minute since we talked to you, and you're in there again. You have a very tough opponent in
who happened to be drinking cat shit coffee.
Yeah, he was in that video.
I saw that. Yeah.
Isn't that funny? I know. I didn't know why Mike picked that video for a transition video until I saw Derek Perez drinking the coffee. I'm like, oh, that's why.
I did catch that. Yeah.
So, hey, you're back, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I feel good. I feel, more experience in this bare knuckle world, and I'm having a good time with it. It feels good.
Derek Perez, like I just said, he is a tough dude. He goes out there. He's fought a lot of tough guys. He's 2-2 right now, but I mean, he fought freaking Keith Richardson, Ace Samples. He fought fucking Ryan Reber. Everybody. The last 3 opponents that he fought are like nothing to sneeze at. So you gotta give him some.
He was gonna fight Larimore too, and Sturgis.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that one. But yeah, I was keeping my eyes on that. I don't know why it fell through. I haven't heard, but super tough dude, super game opponent. He likes to fight, I also like to fight though, and I feel when we clash, he will be the one falling, not me.
I was going to say, with all that being said, tough or not, you seem to fight with a level of confidence that I don't think that you think it's going to go all that long tomorrow night,
Yeah, I mean, I'm always prepared. I feel like I work my ass off to prepare for the full distance of the fight, for worst case scenario, I make sure I'm ready for that. I really don't see that happening tomorrow night though. I just think I'm too clean. I'm too experienced now in bare knuckle. The kid is tough. I'm not saying I'm not going to get punched. I'm not saying I'm not going to get cut. I might get dropped, but I think I don't weather. I don't quit. I don't stop coming forward. I don't think he's going to be able to take that.
And this is the second time in a row that you fought in Denver, right?
Yep.
And a lot of people, like, we haven't brought it up once tonight for whatever reason, but a lot of people talk about the elevation in Denver. But you coming from Montana, I don't know what the elevation in Montana is, but this isn't your first go around in Denver,
right?
You're comfortable. You're comfortable fighting in Denver.
100%, man. If I could, I'd fight in Denver every time. I live up in Denver now. I came from Montana. Montana's a couple thousand feet.
Yeah, 30. So, it says 3396, about 34.
Yep. So it's a couple thousand feet lower than Denver, and it is harder to breathe up here. But man, I relish every opportunity I get to fight up here. It's a huge advantage for, the fighters that live up here, and I train every day up here at elevation.
So where are you training? So you said you live out there. How long have you been living in Denver?
I moved to Denver almost 7 years ago now.
Really? So you've been out there?
Yeah, I've been out here. I've trained all over the place, man. I train right now. I'm currently with DCO. I'm with Bang Muay Thai, and I've done a lot of cross training with Genesis leading up to this fight as well. So I've trained at elevation in my time here in Denver. The one the big one that I don't think I've been to is Factory X, but I've seen a lot of different bodies. I've been in the game here in Denver for quite a while now, and I've developed some good relationships with some really cool people here, and I've learned a lot from the people here.
What a fight town that is, dude.
For real, man.
It really is. It's so crazy. Like Mike and I, we've been going all over the country with these guys, and we usually would do some like grassroots marketing. We'd go, bar to bar, gym to gym, just trying to spread the word. And when we went out, the first time we went out to Denver, it was just like the first time we went to Albuquerque. Like everybody knew already.
Yeah,
we didn't have to tell anybody.
Yep, and waiting. You know, they're waiting for the show to arrive in town.
Yeah, like half the people we talked to are like, "Yeah, we already got our tickets. I can't wait, can't wait." I'm like, "Oh my, oh okay, all right, we'll see you there." I fucking couldn't believe it. Other cities we go to, we'll go into like a bar and we'll be like, "Hey, you guys heard about the BKFC?" And they'll be like, What is that?" What? Yeah, so Denver now
with no gloves.
Yeah,
bare knuckle.
Yeah,
yes, bare knuckle fighting championship, boxing with no gloves, and they'll be like, "Huh." So they don't wear gloves. It's like, no, they don't wear fucking gloves. What did you not understand? People can't get it. Like they just don't know, man. They just they don't believe it's a true thing.
Yeah, well, it is a true thing, and it's growing rapidly.
It really is.
Most people now, you know, like being in the Denver area, it's crazy. I've talked to pro fighters, seasoned pro fighters, who are like, I wouldn't do that. It's like
which amazes me.
I know, right?
No, but I will get kicked in the face, but I will not punch.
It blows my. You know who told us no? You know who like I couldn't believe it.
In Denver.
So in Denver. At BKFC, maybe 41. Was it 41 that I talked to him? It was Justin Gaethje.
No, it wasn't 41.
It was the one before. It was like 35 or 30.
It was BKFC. Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond Doolittle. That event.
Yep.
So I interviewed Justin Gaethje. I asked him about it. He's like, "Oh, this shit is awesome." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, when your UFC runs over, you think you can come over here? He's like, "Fuck no, I would never do this shit."
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, you of all people, I would think that like Justin Gaethje of all people would be like, fuck yeah, I'll do this. I'll be there soon. Yeah. We just talked to Dan Hooker out in Marbella, Spain, and Dan Hooker was like,
all in.
I can't wait. He's like, as soon he's like, yeah, mate. As soon as I'm gonna get a UFC belt around my waist, and then I'm coming over here. I'm doing this shit. I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
For real. Would love to see Dan in this sport. You know, it's like it kind of suits his mentality when he's in the ring. Mm-hmm. He bite down on the mouthpiece and let's find out. You know,
there's some guys that like Gaethje was one of them, but like one of the guys that's fighting this weekend against Ilia Topuria, Max Holloway. I feel like Max Holloway would fucking really fit right in with this crowd that you're into, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I think Max's movement would be really beneficial. Is the way he keeps people at the end of his punches and controls the timing and the rhythm of the punches. I think he could do really well. But that being said, and bare knuckle, you just get grazed, and it could completely change the fight. So who knows?
Absolutely, dude. So tomorrow night when you fight Derek, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go in there against this guy. You've seen his last couple fights. Especially, I want to go back to the Ryan Reber one.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reber, he was, and we've talked to Ryan about this. He was cracking Ryan earlier in that fight. He didn't finish Ryan. And he ended up losing later on in the fight. And Ryan Reber, it was like a tale of two Ryans that fight. The first 2 rounds, Ryan was getting tuned up by Derek, and then he couldn't miss in the later rounds. Do you look at something like that and be like, you know what? If I just piece this dude up a couple rounds, I'm just gonna fucking destroy him in the later rounds. What do you do when you look at film on a guy like Derek?
Yeah, for sure. I saw him fade big time. He's dangerous. He's scrappy. He likes to fight. He does not care if he gets punched. He likes to get in there and bust you up. But I saw him fade big time. I see his technique fade big time as the fight goes on. It's hard to fight that scrappy style fight. All 5 rounds. So I see the fight going. I think I'm going to get right in his face and piece him up, and he's not going to be the one doing to me what he did to Reber. I'm not going to allow him that chance, and we'll see how long he can go when he's getting pieced up.
Absolutely, man. I wish we were out there.
I did see that Reber fight, and I don't know what Reber was doing. To be honest, the guy's grabbing you with one hand and he's swinging with the other, and you're not doing anything. You're not trying to disengage. You're kind of just allowing yourself to be tied up and punched, and I will not allow myself to be tied up and punched. I will push him over if I have to. I will swing back,
All right. Well, Mike, do you agree with this? With going off of what we just talked about there, would a Ryan Reber fight interest you? Like Ryan just fought for a title, so Ryan's right up there at the top of the heap when it comes to the BKFC's bantamweight division. After watching Derek fight Ryan, and now you're about to fight Derek, you get a win over Derek. Do you think that Ryan is that naturally the next step towards gold?
100%. Yeah, I mean, after Derek, I want Bloss. If I don't get Bloss, I want Reber. If I don't get Reber, I want Richardson. I want whoever is going to get me to Bloss. 100%.
That's a pretty. It's funny too because you just start going through the names, and I know the division, but it's a pretty good division right there. You're in.
Yeah,
you got some fucking killers in there.
I know we got Ibriola too. I think his last one he just fought at 45. I thought he was a 35er, but again, I'm prepared for that guy. You know, after this one, I get through Perez. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I am going to get through Perez. You know, whatever I have to do tomorrow night, I want what's going to get me to that belt.
You got Keith Richardson, Ibarola, Reber, Chris Garcia is another tough one, and Abby Velasquez, who just stays in the top 5 at all times. Yeah, I would love to see a Reber or Ibarola fight with you. I don't know what they do next. I don't know if Ibarola gets a title fight because he's I think he's 5-0 undefeated. Yeah, he's 5-0. Yep. So maybe he gets the next crack at Bloss. So yeah, Reber or Richardson. I hope that like you get to maybe call somebody out tomorrow night if you do get if you get the win. Yeah. That's something that I wish they would start doing that. I know that they only do it for like the feature and the co-main and the main event where they do the
unless it's a prospect series.
Yeah, unless it's a prospect series.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird because I feel like why not talk to everybody then, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it has to do with like how much airtime they get. And
I think it does.
They have enough saved for like the co-main event, you know, and the main event. But no, if I'd like to talk on the mic tomorrow night.
Absolutely, Dylan. Do you see yourself
rip the mic out? Just jump right out. You know you know where the mics are. You know they're right. You see Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. They're always live. So you know if you get close enough, you can get your message into the mic.
This is true. Yeah. Oh yeah. I will get the message across. I will get it out there.
Do you see yourself ever taking 145 fights as well? Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I got. So I'm getting a little older. I'm 28 now. The weight cut is gonna get harder the older I get. I got 3, maybe 4 at 35. I want that belt. I want to defend that belt, and then I want Kai's belt, and I'll do whatever I have to.
He's on that free Wi-Fi.
That's that. Yeah,
that's that free Wi-Fi.
He's been on it for 24 hours, and he's going to sign back.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go.
You're on that free. Guys. You're on that free Wi-Fi.
No, I think he's actually at home. Honestly,
no, I am. Yeah, I'm at home. I got the good Wi-Fi. But
you're at home. Never mind. Hey, what about Michael Larimore?
Yeah, another guy. I saw that his fight got canceled with Perez, and I kind of anticipated that they're probably going to want to match us up here in the future. So I've also visualized that, but I don't know. That kid fucking bugs me.
He was a bit angry.
Yeah, I don't know. He just bugs me. I think he talks too much and hasn't done enough for it, you know. But I'll beat his ass too. I'll fight everyone.
God,
he was definitely mad because Derek Perez got a fight before he did, but Perez had to pull out of their fight in Sturgis, and then he's like, "What the hell? Like I've been wanting to fight." So I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but it did.
It's a shitty situation. I don't know what happened.
I know what happened in Sturgis. I'm not gonna say. You'll find out if you ask.
You'll find out. Ask the right people. Ask the right people. You'll find out.
But I don't know what happened and how he got the fight before Michael Larimore. I feel like maybe he should be there right now.
Which is weird because Larimore was out there and he had a little buzz behind him. There was a lot of people talking about Larimore. And he's supposed to fight Derek Perez, and he's supposed to do it in Sturgis in front of Connor. You know what I mean? Like there was like a thing there, and then like we were there, and he met like Conor McGregor and Michael Larimore were backstage, like talking with each other, and like he liked the kid's style and he liked all this shit. And then here we are. He doesn't have a fight, and Derek Perez does. What is the fuck?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it seems like if Perez was the reason the fight didn't happen, then they should have booked Larimore first. But
yeah,
I'm not the one who pulls the strings, man.
Right? Yeah, you don't make those calls. Yeah. Dylan Schulte, you go out there tomorrow.
Can't worry about that.
You do your thing, and then you worry about that afterwards, dude. You worry about it afterwards. You guys are debuting the BKFC in the Denver Coliseum tomorrow night. All the other fights were in the First Bank Arena.
Yep.
This is a big one. There's a title fight on there. Chris Camozzi, Brandon Gertz. You know those guys are going to bring a huge crowd out there. The energy in a Denver event is fucking off the hook. And I swear, like the first Denver event we went to, Keegan Vandermeer versus Zeb Vincent was the first fight on the card. And that's when Keegan broke his hand on the side of Zeb's head.
Yeah.
But it straight up sounded like a baseball bat broke, like hitting a home run. And fucking the crowd went absolutely ballistic. And that was the first prelim of the night. And they never settled down for the rest of the night. It was fucking unbelievable. I fell in love with that city that night for sure.
Yep. It's cool, man. I think I know I got a bunch of people going who have never been to a bare knuckle event, and just the sounds, the sights, you know, it's unlike anything, unlike any other combat sport that you've seen so far. So
absolutely, I agree. And Mike and I were just out in Spain, and they took it to another level out there. I'm sure you watched it. It was just fucking unbelievable. It was
incredible.
Start to finish. There's not a bad thing you could have said about the event they put on out there, and it was great for the company, and like the sky is the limit for you guys. So best of luck for you tomorrow night. Go out there, do your thing. Who knows, man? Maybe 3 fights from now, you're fighting for a title, and you're on your way, my friend. So with that said, here's a minute for you to shout out whoever you want to shout out, say whatever you want to say. If you want to give a prediction for the fight, go ahead and do it now, and we'll let you get out of here.
I just want to thank my family and my friends, my girlfriend, my sponsors. I've had a family sponsoring me from Montana since I started this journey, the Werners in Helena, Montana. I love you guys. Wouldn't be able to do this without my girlfriend and her support, and my dad and my mom. And I like to thank Takedown for hooking me up with some shorts, Bucked Up as usual for the supplements, and thank my coaches at Bang. Thank my training partners that helped me spar at Genesis, and my coaches and teammates over at DCO as well. Thank you guys. I predict I'm going to go second round knockout.
Boom.
Tomorrow night.
There you go. Dylan Schulte. Hey, I want to agree with something that you just said right there. The Bucked Up supplements, I've been saying this for a long time. Bucked Up supplements, I've been taking supplements my whole fucking Army career. I'm a 23-year veteran right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a gym rat for 20 out of the 23 years. I don't know. I'll give myself a couple lazy years in there. But I took every supplement under the sun, right? Bucked Up supplements are so fucking good and so effective. So good. The pre-workouts are better than any pre-workouts that I've ever taken. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I take a scoop of pre-workout with a scoop of Pumpocalypse because it pumps you up like crazy. I do
high octane.
Yeah, I do one of each, and then I drink that, and then I put a scoop. I put 10. I think maybe 5 to 10 milligrams of the 6-point creatine with some BCAAs while I'm in the gym.
Yeah,
and then I take the protein, and I'm telling you right now, dude, I've been fucking in great shape and strong ever since I've been on that shit. So I wholeheartedly stand by that. Fucking good shit.
Their pre-workout is amazing, and the aminos help me get through the weight cut. So great supplements. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome shit, Dylan. Good luck tomorrow night. Mike, do you have anything else for Dylan the Villain Schulte?
Dylan the Villain. I don't know, man. I don't think you're that bad of a guy, but maybe you are. Who knows? At night, you become the villain when you get in that ring.
We will see, won't we?
I see Dylan the Villain. We talked to you. I'm like, this is a pretty nice guy. I don't know about that villain. But anyways, you're gonna be the villain tomorrow night, so you're gonna be haunting the ring,
Yes,
stalking
evil.
your prey. But hey, it was nice talking to you. Thanks for coming on. We will be watching tomorrow night for sure. We know you guys are gonna have quite the battle tomorrow. And you said second round, so we're gonna be watching for it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Dylan, hey Dylan, by the way, not in Denver, but down in Florida. You know who's hosting a watch party at his restaurant? Tito Ortiz.
Oh, no shit.
Tito Ortiz is hosting a big BKFC watch party down in Cape Coral, Florida. My mom and dad are going to go there. They live right down the street, but a good friend of ours, Big Ben, and Tito Ortiz are hosting this party, and from what I heard, they got a shitload of people going to his restaurant bar. So you'll have a big crowd down in Florida watching in Tito Ortiz's bar too. So put on a show for Tito.
Oh, I will put on a show for Tito. I guarantee you guys that. Guarantee it.
Awesome.
Appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you, Mike and Mish. I look forward to talking to you guys again soon.
Yes, right, sir. Thank you. Take care. We'll be watching.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Later. We'll be right back, guys.
Got him! Got him!
Got him.
He gave you that.
You know what? Where the fuck did that game come from? I don't know, but there's some people, right, that do that all the time. There's specific people in your life. Anyone watching has a specific person that they know, and for whatever reason, that game, whatever that is, has taken over their life, and they just do it all the time. There's not like 100 people that you know. There's not 10 people you know. There's probably 2 or 3 people in your entire life. They're the only ones who do it, and they've been doing it for years. Why is that?
It's a fun, I don't know. It's funny because we like even though
I've never done it, not one time.
If you look at it, if you're supposed to, if you look at it and if you don't get your finger in it before they pull it away, they get to punch you. That's the game.
Oh, I guess. I don't know, but
Did you not know that?
There was no way I was putting my finger in that because he was.
That's
in the
the game, but that is the game. But like the funny thing is, like me and my
impossible to put your finger in that thing.
Yes, like if you're across the room, and like when I was overseas, Mario would be sitting over there, and I would look over at him, and he would do it, and I would just go like this from across the room. I'd go. And like he never hit me.
Where does that come from?
I don't know.
What is that?
It's like I don't know. It's like
what is that game?
I don't know. It's the finger fuck game. It's crazy. Hey man, BKFC 6
Chevy Wildvan Bridges is in the comments. What is up? It's been a while. Brian Maxwell jumped in the comments just now. What is up with you, my friend? It's been a while. Both of these guys. Where have they been?
You know, there's a lot of good fights on this card tomorrow night. And after talking to these guys tonight, when you really look at the card, dude, the main event is a fucking banger. Obviously Chris Camozzi, but Sawyer Depee has been knocking a bunch of people out in the BKFC. So it's kind of like a homegrown versus a outsider veteran that already had a shot at a title. We love Chris, so he's fucking cool as hell. But it really is like a tale of the UFC outsider versus the homegrown again, because Lorenzo was a homegrown too. And we'll see how Chris does against another homegrown tomorrow night in the title fight. But the Brandon Gertz VanCamp fight, very interesting. 2 totally different body styles, 2 totally different styles of fighting. Period. That could be a dirty one if Gertz gets in there and does his thing. But the feature fight before that, Mike, is Marcus Edwards versus Pat Casey. And you know Pat Casey. He his first fight, he got the nice win over Sam Watford in Mohegan Sun when we were up in Mohegan Sun. That when we debuted up here, right down the street from our house here, what the hell was
Super
Sam
Saiyan?
Watford? Super Saiyan Sam Watford. He lost, but before that, Pat Casey put on one of the most interesting fights we've ever seen in our entire time of covering this sport. Right,
dude. Hold on, can I? On the BKFC website, they named him Super Sane, Sane. Like he's just really sane.
He's
very sane guy.
Yeah,
very sane. Not crazy. Very sane. Super sane.
Very sane. But like I'm saying though, like Pat Casey's on here fighting Marcus Edwards. Marcus Edwards is a dog. He's a fucking killer. Unbelievable MMA record, and he's been doing well in the BKFC at 2-0. But Pat Casey, you remember watching that Pat Casey fight down in Virginia?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
And Wright ended up winning, which was nuts.
Dude, he hit Kyle Wright with a spinning back kick to the stomach.
Yeah. And then he tried to double leg him.
It's like
after he knocked Wright down like 4 times in the first round and knocked Wright's friggin' mouthpiece like 3 rows into the crowd, and they had to throw it back in the ring to him. And he came back and ended up winning that fight. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, so Pat Casey, like he definitely has a spot in our memory for this sport for sure. Ramon Figueroa, he got a new opponent. What the hell's his name? Carl Deaton III is out. So Ramon Figueroa is fighting Ramiro Figueroa is fighting Isaiah Carson, a debuter. They had to find a replacement fighter for Carl Deaton III, CD3.
That sucks.
So he's fighting a guy called Isaiah the Hill County Strangler Carson. In his debut, he has a 3-3 amateur MMA record, fighting out of Arkansas. So I know nothing about this guy, but he will be fighting Ramiro Figueroa tomorrow night. I would expect Ramiro Figueroa to be a massive favorite in that fight. I don't know what the
yes, massive.
I would think it's a massive favorite.
-492.
-492. There you go.
Yes, 319.
Perez is going to be a fucking banger.
It's like a 700-800 point swing here.
Sydney Sundance Smith is back in there again. She's going to bring her 1-2 record. She beat Andy Wynn, but she's lost 2 in a row. Two tough ones, man. She went at it with Melanie Shaw and just absolutely fought somebody way out of her weight class when she fought Crystal Pittman at Knucklemania. That was kind of crazy that she took that fight. So we'll see how she bounces back against Kat Paprocki. And I know that Paprocki is a local girl out there in Denver. So fighting her. And then the first fight on the main card is Andrew Strode. We talked to Andrew, great kid, great boxing background, only his second fight, and he's taking on Superfly. So that's one way to kick off a fucking main card. You got Golden Boy Yates wrapping up the prelims. Right before the main card, you're going to see Andrew Yates taking on Jordan Christensen, who is a fucking dog himself. So Christensen, this will be his 8th fight, Mike.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, I know. It's wild too, because like I feel like I don't hear of him often, but he's fought 7 damn times. He's fighting 8. This is his 8th fucking fight.
The two fights that start the night. Hassan, we talked to Hassan. He fought twice. He fought twice up in Canada. This kid is a knockout artist. He's got a lot of charisma. He comes from the what is the fucking gym's name? The Wolf House? Is it the Wolf House? Fuck. Somebody correct me on that. It's like the Wolf House or something like it. They're creating killers up there in fucking Canada, and he's one of them. And he's finally gonna fight outside of Canada when he takes on Dusty Sparks out there in his debut fight in Denver. So look for Hassan to possibly get another big knockout. And God damn it, Mike, our good friend Ruben, the time has come.
Oh my God.
Ruben, the Beast
Arroyo
is finally going to make his debut. We love this dude. His son is so cool. Like he's got the coolest kid. Like he's probably
Yes.
got the. I've never heard his son actually talk, to be honest with you. Like he's very quiet kid, very quiet, very reserved, but he is like dressed so good every time you see him. Got a gold chain on, got a fucking fly haircut every single time, nice shoes.
Very good kid.
Yep. And Ruben Arroyo is going to take on freaking Dietrich, Dietrichs.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect English.
Yeah. I don't know. You died. Okay. Dieter riches. If you were going to spell it phonetically, like
Diedrich, maybe.
Diedrich.
Yeah, I would call him Diedrich.
And our boy, so huge shout out to Ruben the Beast Arroyo. I hope he fucking goes out there and does this thing because he's been trying to get in the BKFC for a long time. He tried out. He called out freaking John Dotson. He called out who the hell did he call? He called out DJ Demetrius Johnson, right? Wasn't that DJ that he
in the video? Yeah,
yeah,
he called video.
Yeah, he called out Demetrius Johnson. Said, "I'll fucking,
I'll fight you." He went to like take the picture type thing where you, hey, let's take a picture selfie thing, and then he was like, "I'll fight you" or something. He was like,
yeah,
fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
Unbelievable. So hey, man, it's a great card tomorrow night. It starts at like 9 p.m. Eastern time, I think. So get your asses to the app. If you can't get on the app, it's at 8. It starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, which is a weird time.
8:30. It says 8 p.m. Eastern on the prelims tab here on the website.
Okay.
Did they change it? I don't know, but it does say 8 p.m. Eastern for prelims, 9 p.m. Eastern for main card.
There you go. So with that said, Mike, we thank Sawyer, Depee, Cameron VanCamp, Chancey Wilson, and Dylan Schulte for all coming on the show tonight. Straight off the fucking stage, dude. These guys are beasts. We also thank our sponsors, Dynamic Life. Go to LIV Dynamic on Instagram at LIV Dynamic. Hit the little link in the bio. It only takes 20 seconds. You can get your weight loss. You can get some sexual health help there, and you can get some anti-aging medicine. And then you can get over to the Rasha. And right now, our sponsor, the Rasha, has let me know that the Instagram page is down briefly. They're revamping the I don't know, the image. I don't know what they're doing, but the Instagram is at Rasha Revolution. But right now, you can't go to it. It's going to be down for about a week, and then they're going to be fired back up again. At the moment, you can go to www.therasha.com and get your mindset and get to a championship mindset like Christine Faria, Elvin Brito, Austin, No Doubt Trout, and many, many more. And the Mike and Mish show, faux show. Mike, you got to get up early in the morning, and you got to get to the arms room, and you got to draw
I've got to go.
You got to draw weapons, Mike.
Yes, I've got to do this. I've got to go.
So anything else for the peeps? Hey, by the way, tonight was Tackle Your Kid night at football practice. And Nolan requested that I do not tackle him.
Why?
So I don't know. Maybe he thought I would hurt him or something, but I didn't. I let him. I said, I won't tackle you. Amy did. And I have a video, and we will show the video next week on the show. Amy gave him the old fucking Bill Goldberg spear right into some mats. It was fucking awesome, dude.
Nice.
Yep. So
sweet.
Good shit. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and we will talk to you next week. We'll be back in action. And Mike, I haven't told you this. I'll just let you guys know that both Ellis Shepard and Jono Chip Chase want to come on next week. So we're going to work that one out. So we'll have some UK fighters beefing on the show next week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mike, got anything else for the peeps?
Nope. I've got nothing else. I got to get up, people. Peace.
Later. Peace.